I am here with the most boring fighters in the UFC, and we're going to go over them division by division. These guys are genuinely terrible to watch. Terrorists of the sport. These guys are part of the reason why the UFC isn't doing so well today. So we're going to jump straight into it with Flyweight. We got Tetsuro Taira, all right? Listen, he's just a little pipsqueak. Look at this guy's face, dude. You would catch him in the fucking comic book store or in the Pokemon card store, collecting a Pokemon. I'm very happy, thank you. Like, dude, nobody cares that you pulled that fucking Charizard, dude. Listen, Tyra is just so unintimidating and he's just so boring, dude. I know if he becomes champ that fucking Japan fan base would fucking love him. But seriously, fucking, if you care about Tetsuro Taira, like genuinely, like what is wrong with you, bro? His most significant performance is a fucking fluke knee injury against Alex Perez. All right, I know he's young, he's developing. I don't fucking care. All right, he's fucking boring. Moving on to Bantamweight. You already know who this is, bro. He's on the thumbnail. Look at this fucking ugly mug. Fucking death before dishonor. Just even his fucking tattoo is ugly as shit. He's just so boring, dude. First of all, you need to get this tattoo lasered off. All right, just laser this shit off. Okay. He's so entitled, dude. Dude, I'm on a dude. Nobody has a win streak like me in the bantamweight division, dude, except for the champion. I have eight fight win streak. Eight fight win streak. Wins over Jose Aldo. Who else, bro? Who 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 else have you beaten that is significant? You didn't even beat Aldo, low bro. You fucking suck. All right, you're fucking boring as shit. And he's so insufferable as well. He's so entitled. He thinks that he deserves anything in this fucking world. You don't deserve shit. All right, I go back wherever you came from. Go back to that. We don't want you in the fucking UFC. All right. And I just want to take this moment to mention. I know everybody's praying that Patchy Mix fucking finishes him, and I'm praying for that too. But I just don't see it. I just think Bautista, unfortunately, he's like a mini Sandhagen. All right, and you know that's bad because Sandhagen ain't the most exciting fighter on the roster. But he's just well rounded, and I just don't think Patchy Mix will have the right style to beat Mario Bautista. That's just my honest take. But full prediction comes soon for UFC 316. Moving on, man. Come on, bro. You know who it is. Lerone Murphy for featherweight, bro. Name one exciting Lerone Murphy fight. Oh wait, you know what? I'll make it easier on you. Actually, I'll make it a little easier on you. Name one significant Lerone Murphy moment. Right? Imagine, like, conjure up that image in your head. You can't. It doesn't exist. That file is not there, bro. Lerone Murphy is literally the most generic individual on the roster. Even his tattoos look generic, bro. Like he's just so boring. He doesn't do anything in this fights. Like he's never had a moment where I'm like, whoa, what a technique! Whoa, I can't believe he just done that. Like I he's supposed to be this undefeated prospect. Bro's like 38. Like nobody cares about you, right? He's gonna fight somebody good and just get smoked. Right? Let's be honest. Lerone Murphy is just so boring. Like he's not even a bad fighter. He's just insignificant. He's just mid, and I feel like that's even worse. All right, moving on. We're gonna change pace a little bit. Every women's MMA fighter except these two, right? We all love Natalia Silva and fucking John Wei Lee. All right, if you don't consider yourself an op, these two are the only exciting women MMA fighters. Don't tell me Shevchenko. All right, she's not exciting. These two got guys. These two women are actually very very fun to watch. They're very technical. They're very skilled. I know they don't really have the most power, but for women, these two are very very fun to watch. Okay, every other woman can just fuck off. All right, they're not good. They're not exciting, and they're boring as shit. All right, back to the men's divisions. We're going to lightweight with oh Mateusz Gamrot. All right, I did spell his name wrong. Just ignore that. Gamort. That's how little I care about him. All right. Last weekend we had a main event with this guy. All right, and Mateusz Gamort. All right, I don't like. He's Polish power, dude. Polish power. He's just such a smudge, dude. Like I don't know how he can even like look good against top guys, and then he looks like shit just fucking holding somebody with all of his might, like please don't get away, please. Like, dude, he's so fucking boring. Like, even though I think he won the fight against Dan Hooker, I'm glad he fucking lost. He deserves to be in the bottom half of the top 10 of lightweight, just fighting random dudes, just beating them, and then just moving on with their day. All right, I just insignificant. All right, moving on. I already spoiled this, but for welterweight, I actually have Kobe Covington. I know y'all must be thinking, oh, dude, it's Bilal, dude. Bilal's actually boring, dude. Actually, if you think about it, Bilal's actually more exciting these days than Kobe. Why? Bilal's in his prime. Comes to fight, even in the JDM fight where he's losing, he's going forward, forcing the action, right? You know, if Kobe Covington fought JDM, he'd be backing up. He'd be backing up. He'd be shooting for hips, and then falling down on his knees. All right, he'd be doing nothing for fucking a whole minute. All right, and with Bilal, at least you know he's like up there. He's like at the top of the division. With Kobe, he's just yapping nonsense. Okay, him, Colby, and Bilal's trash talk is actually very, very similar. They're both like talking a lot of fucking yap dabba doo, right? But like nobody cares what you're actually saying, but you're just talking, so we gotta entertain it, okay? But with Colby, you just know he's not with that, and he's out of his prime. And dude, look at this fucking hairline. This fucking hairline is cooked. All right, that hairline is the reason he's making this fucking list. Okay, moving on to middleweight, we actually have a two-way tie between Roman Dolidze and Sean Strickland. Okay, listen, these guys fucking suck. All right, I'm just being honest with you. They're not the most like. There's definitely way more boring guys, but these two guys just fucking suck. With the Lidze, at least when he's losing, he'll be losing dominantly. Like he'll be getting fucking tossed around by Imavov. Like he'll be going to a cardio kickboxing decision with Marvin Vittori when he's winning though. Like dude, he's just so cheeks. Like, have you seen how Roman Dolidze strikes? Like, how the fuck? How was Anthony Smith on the roster, and how did he fucking lose to Roman Dolidze on 1 week's notice? I have no idea. Dolidze is just garbage. He's just not good. All right. I'm just full on hating on these guys. This is not even like a boring tier list. This is a fighters I hate tier list. I just don't like Dolidze. And Strickland, come on, bro. Come on, bro. All right. Throw a right hand for once, please. Throw a left hook for once, please. All right. He's also boring as shit. The only times he's had fun fights is when he's fought dudes that can put up with his pressure and face it, which is uh, Alex Pereira, Jerry Cannonier, and then that Israel Adesanya fight was just like, whoa, he can beat Adesanya, and that's kind of it. Like, other than that, Strickland is a boring fighter, right? Unless he's fighting a guy with fucking cardiac issues in fucking Abus Magomedov, he's gonna be jabbing and teeping all night, and it's gonna be boring as shit, and nobody cares. All right, middleweight is just a shit division. Let's be honest, it's fucking terrible. All right, we're just gonna move on. Light heavyweight, bro. Carlos Ulberg. Look, it's not a fucking surprise. It's not a fucking mystery that as soon as he started fighting real competition, he stopped fighting fucking bums. He becomes the pitter pat leg kick guy. The fucking that's his shots, all right? Tappy, 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 jab, 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 low kick, move, footwork, right? That's not a fucking surprise. He's not that good, okay? Against these schmucks, these bums, he's gonna look good smoking them. But when you're fighting the old man Jan Blachowicz, fucking wobblestone, cobblestone knees, Jan Blachowicz, right? You got to take him to a hard fought decision where you probably should have fucking lost that fight. Like, come on, bro. All right, I just want Yuri to smoke him. That's all I want in the world. All right. Moving on to heavyweight. You might be thinking to yourself, who is he gonna pick for heavyweight? All right. This might be an unorthodox pick because there's so many boring dudes at heavyweight. But I got Derek Lewis. Okay, hear me out. Before you dislike and unsubscribe and report my channel for terrorism, all right. The reason I think Derek Lewis is the most boring fighter in the heavyweight division is this, right? There's two types of Derek Lewis fights. the number one kind where he is fighting some fucking dude that doesn't belong there with him and he's able to knock him out, or some guy who's just better than him and then he smokes Derek Lewis. All right, there's exceptions. All right, there's the Tai Tuivasa fight. There's the Curtis Blades fights, but those are outliers. All right, most of the time he's fighting some schmuck, some guy like whatever the fuck Nascimento, Rodrigo Nascimento or whoever, the guy he fought in St. Louis, like that type of guy where he's just not doing much, and he's like, I'm just throw this overhand out, and then boom, knocks his opponent out, and that's it. I can't be excited by Derek Lewis fights anymore because you know what I mean? Like I've just had enough of him. I'm gonna be honest, okay? And I like Derek Lewis. He's one of my favorite fighters. He's very exciting, very funny, but like his fights are just boring now. Like I'd rather watch him like commentate some shit or like do like make a YouTube channel or some shit. Like I don't want to see him fight anyone. That's just my honest opinion. But yeah, man, enough of me yapping about bullshit. This has been my most boring UFC fighter tier list. Let me know what y'all think. If you disagree or agree, whatever, drop a comment. Let me know. Subscribe, and I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace out.